Hello, listeners of Movie Musings. This is Christina reviewing Ray, Unchain My Heart. I know I'm a little late, but here goes nevertheless. The Netflix synopsis reads, Taylor Hackford directs this fact-based biopic that earned Jamie Foxx a Best Actor Oscar for his uncanny portrayal of rhythm and blues legend Ray Charles, who lost his eyesight after contracting glaucoma at age 6. Despite a hardscrabble upbringing in Albany, Georgia, and repeated struggles with racism, romantic letdowns, and his own heroin abuse, Charles went on to become a world-famous pianist and performer. It's a really big cast, too. It includes Jamie Foxx, Kerry Washington, Clifton Powell, Harry J. Lennox, Terrence Howard, Lawrence Tate, Richard Schiff, Regina King, Elizabeth Omilami, C.J. Sanders, Ralph Trevisant, Robert Wisdom, Patrick Bashaw, Warwick Davis, Curtis Armstrong, Afema Omilami, David Krumholtz, Onjanu Ellis, Chris Thomas King, and Rick Gomez. So I saw the movie, and I will admit I didn't know much about Ray Charles as a singer or as his personal life. Let me rephrase that. Of course, I knew about Ray Charles, the performer, but I didn't know practically anything about Ray Charles, the person, other than the fact that I knew he was an incredibly talented and blind performer. I went in with no expectations, except, just hearing great things about the movie from people who had seen the film, and I'm glad I saw this film because it's brilliant. It's, from what I've read and from what I've heard about from fans, it's pretty spot on. Its portrayals and his mannerisms and his ways and his diction and his story. Everything was on par, which is a relief, because I always wonder how is someone going to portray a biography. Are they going to do a good job? Are they going to add something that isn't accurate at all? And I'm happy to say that with Ray, that wasn't the case. It was very accurate for the beginnings, and what it did was it would flash back from his early childhood, which had some deep tragedy that I don't think it's normal for a kid to experience that kind of loss, but it's inevitable. In the circumstances that it happened, it was inevitable, I think. The fact that it was a disease, there was no control, and there was poverty, so there really wasn't anything they could do, and it was very tragic. But all of the actors, the kids, the mother, Jamie Foxx, everyone, they really did a good job, and gosh, it was a real treat to watch this film. I did also read that Jamie Foxx, to make his performance more credible, and to actually submerge himself as best he can in the character of Ray Charles, he actually had his eyes glued together with a safety glue, of course, a specific glue that would prevent him from opening them, so that he could perform as though he were really blind, which I always wonder, an actor who plays a blind role but isn't blind, how I think that really says something about one's skill if you can pull it off and it's credible, and it's not like, oh wait, I think he cheated, he looked to make sure he wasn't going to trip or something. But in this case, he couldn't cheat, and that's just all the more impressive. I already knew this guy is a good actor. He's a very good actor, actually, but this was impressive to learn that. So major props to him. Overall, I give this movie an A. I'm happy to say that after watching this film, I heard some songs that I wasn't familiar and that I didn't think I was going to like, because I'm not really big on R&B, but I like them. So voila. Like Georgia on My Mind, I very much like how it sounds, how it's so smooth. I think it's a real treat to listen to. Thank you very much for thank you very much for listening to us here at Movie Musings. Also, on a side note, if you have any films that you are on the fence about, you are more than happy to. You're more than welcome. I'm sorry. You're more than welcome to send us a request through our Movie Musings channel right here on YouTube, or you can email us at christinasurajo@gmail.com, and one of us would be more than happy to review your film in a timely fashion. Thank you very much. Cheers.